So, oh, I have a cat here who decided that he wants some love. Anyway, so I'm doing this video at night, because today was my day off, and I was mainly trying to stay off my leg all afternoon, aside from earlier today, because we were rewiring the house. That was so helpful. I mean, my internet connection's a lot better now suddenly. Oh my god, it's great. However, I did not have to essentially start acting like a contortionist up in our crawl space area, because I had to kind of bend around between different beams in the roof, so that was painful. Not very nice, not very helpful. At least when my knee kind of was starting to act up again, but after being off of it for most of the day, it's finally starting to get better, which is always a nice thing. You are so loud. Oh, don't push on that. Cats. Can't help but love them. Look, Dad, you're on the camera. You can't help but love them, but damn, do they like to knock everything over. Isn't that right, Jack? That's right. You're my cat. He's also now officially the oldest cat we have in the house. But, yeah. Today's been a long day. So, my mom also works in retail. She actually works at Target, which, she had to work today, but suddenly they closed the stores down at 5 o'clock for whatever reason. I personally do not know. Jack, really, I am trying to talk here and you keep sitting there being cute. Cats are so distracting sometimes. Okay, now you're bumping my hand. You're not making this any easier, are you? I'll be honest, I do not think he cares. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't think Jack cares. But anyway, and when I went on social media today, I went to Twitter, because a friend of mine told me, get on Twitter right now because you'll notice something interesting that's trending. And it's never a good thing when you live in a kind of small town. Like, small towns are officially like 10,000 people or less, so our town has a population that's less than that. It's never a good thing when your small town is trending on Twitter for your state. And some of the footage that was being shown, it's just, that was what was going on in the downtown area, in the historic district of our town. And I was just wondering what was going on, and I'm really glad that I don't live in the area that one of my other friends does, because she lives in the main town, and so odds are she probably would have seen a lot more than I did. But apparently, I don't know why suddenly, but some of the protests seem to have reached our little town. Isn't that right, Jack? I don't think you care. But it's interesting when you see, oh, okay. It's interesting when you see, instances where your town is on the 6 o'clock news and all of that fun stuff, and it's just, what the hell is even going on? I mentioned yesterday, probably wouldn't talk too much about this, but it's getting interesting, considering the fact that what the news wasn't showing and what people's video footage from the actual incidents were doing was that there were people with guns walking up and down like openly carrying them around up and down one of the main streets in town, and they were there were people with Confederate flags and all that fun stuff, and it's just really, really. I mean, okay, people can have their opinions, okay, but I mean, there was none of the protests that's been going on around the country were in our town. So why did you feel the need to do that? Because if anything, you're going to start the protest up. And there was like armed people outside each of the shops on the main street. And it's just, I just don't even know what to think about it. Because it just seems really weird. And I don't know why. I don't know why I mean, okay, to be fair, our town has some farms around us, kind of rednecks, I'll be honest. And so I guess that would make sense, but yeah, I don't want to get political about it, but I personally stand with the protesters who are protesting the whole police brutality thing. That's just me personally. I don't condone anyone who has their opinions that are different from mine. But that's just where I stand, and that's why I support my older sister who's more into that sort of thing and actually participated, as I mentioned yesterday, in one of the protests. And so, yeah, it's just a little scary considering the fact that for some weird reason they felt the need to be up and down the main street openly with guns, and there was a whole bunch of police activity down there too. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I suppose. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. I got another work day up ahead of me.
Isn't that right, Jack? Jack, look at the camera. I got another work day ahead of me, so I can't sit here petting you all day. Oh, did I get the itchy spot? I got the itchy spot.
Anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see what sort of insanity exists in this small town I live in.